Well, hello everybody, and look at this feast for the eyes. It is our one-day special brought to you by the legends that are Pink Frog. So, one-day special, just very, very quickly. It is sold out in the launch hour, which gives you an idea of how busy we are. Back on extended delivery will be dispatched from the 3rd of July. Before I do anything else, though, can I introduce you to the lovely Hazel? The first time we worked together, Hazel. I'm very well. You were busy at launch.
Very busy. I'm not surprised with what you get in the kit. It's amazing value.
It's incredible value and incredible quality. Now, I'm saying that, but genuinely, Hazel, I mean, Pink Frog, they are specialists when it comes to cardstock.
They are indeed. And
yeah.
The education that comes with it is paramount because you need to be able to know what to do. Paper engineering is kind of my thing. I like to construct, and as you can see by the frames, I really do enjoy it.
Now, Hazel told me something before we were preparing for the show, and I have to say, I've got a lot of time for Mr. Pink Frog himself, Andrew. He's a great guy. Now, you told me something. Should we share with the viewers?
What, that secret?
Yeah, so I think we should share a little secret with the viewers. Can I just say, you're going to love this secret. So what did you tell me, Hazel? I
said that he's found limited stocks of red velvet cardstock.
What? Oh, no, you didn't. Are you telling me we've got more red? Now, I've got to tell you, with red velvet, it is a specialty cardstock. Andrew knows how much I love the red velvet. How would you describe red velvet, Hazel?
It's just stunning. Is opulent the right word? It just, oh, it makes everything look so amazing.
Yeah. So you can find it, if you shop by brand on our website, it has been added and you'll be able to find that red velvet. So we've just found a little bit and we want to let you know. Okay, so let's get to the one-day special. Oh, no, before we even do that, we've got to announce our giveaway. So our family favourites, we are going to be giving a prize every hour. And I can tell you this prize is a doozy. Look at these beautiful dies. So you're getting a collection of wonderful sort of edged border dies or edging dies, and you're also getting the little Poochie in the mix as well. Now, I know that dog well. So you are getting all of these fantastic dies. Somebody will be winning at this hour, and if you want that to be you, all you need to do is make any purchase during the live show. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you make a purchase and as long as you check out within the first 50 minutes of the show, your name goes into a hat, and it could be you walking away with the prize. So fingers crossed. Okay, one-day special. You are getting an awful lot. This is the ultimate way to stock up on your stash. As I said, it's sold out in the launch hour, and that is a massive indication of how popular it was. It's going to be dispatched on the 3rd of July. Should we go through what you were getting? Should we start here? Let's start with the Diddy one and work our way up. You're getting 15 by 30 centimeters, so 50 sheets of this. Then this is one we all know from Pink Frog. So this is your 15 by 42, 25 sheets. Then you've got your 20 by 40, 20 sheets here. Then we have our A3, 20 sheets there. And then you've got your 12 by 12s, 25 sheets as your 12 by 12s. And then you've got your pillars of light, 10 sheets of A4, and you can only get the A4 in the bundle. So whether it's a one-day special, we've got another option with dark cardstock, and we've also got another option, the complete collection. Look, actually, I'm gonna take one out. I'm gonna nab one up. Look at this. When we talk about pillars of light, you got these wonderful shafts of light radiating down a myriad of colours. This is you talk about specialty cardstock. This is specialty cardstock at its absolute best. How would you use this, Hazel?
It looks absolutely beautiful, die cut. It looks great in the background. I've put it in the back of some of the frames. I think they're up there with you, Yanis. But yeah, die cutting it, you can use it to stencil with.
Well, now actually, die cut, that's lovely because you've got all of these colours coming through as it catches the light, and that's all just from one cardstock. That is beautiful.
It's stunning, isn't it?
Nice. Okay, so that is your one-day special. Don't forget, oh, sorry, do you know what? I didn't even mention, we're getting the dies as well. If you just have a look, you are getting the poinsettia dies as well to create the most stunning flowers. in the road. So actually, I apologise, they're chrysanthemum. Thank you, Hazel. So you're getting the chrysanthemum dyes in the mix. Do you know what, something else we need to talk about just before we see the rest? There is going to be a happy hour deal this hour as well. Just to pop the details for the happy hour. Only for this hour, you're going to get 3 Quickie glue pens, which you're seeing here. You're also going to get 3 of your 9mm red liner tape. Now, when we launched, so launch hour, you had a happy hour and it was the 6mm. So here you got 9mm. And what I do have, just to show you, and this is the best way to do it, when you do get your red liner tape to stop them sticking, so when you get them home, just dust them with your anti-static bag, and then what that does, it stops them sticking to each other when you stack them, because you are getting 3. So please make sure to do this just with your anti-static bag. Just whack that on there, and that way, if I just show you, because this is how they'll arrive, packaged individually. You can either leave them packaged individually and just open one at a time, but if you do stack them, just dusting them down with the anti-static makes a huge difference, so please do that. So look how much you're getting as well. When you consider just on one roll, that's 30 meters. Now traditionally, when you get red liner tape, it's 5 meters. So just on this one roll, effectively you are getting, it's 5 rolls in one, basically there, or 6 rolls in one. Good maths, Yanis. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to move on to another option. We've got the black cardstock in here. Exactly the same configuration as we had with the white, but you've got it in this pure black, and it is a beautiful pure black as well. Do you know what? Black is such a powerful cardstock to have in your crafty room, because what it allows you to do, you can obviously matte layer, we can die cut with it, or now if you really want to take it to the next level, and I will be showing more inspirations, how about that? A vanity using the pillars of light, the black cardstock, I mean that is, and of course the beautiful dies. And a few more flourishes that you can add into the mix. But look at that as a thing. Do you know what's interesting, Hazel? The pillar of light picks up different colours depending on the light that surrounds it.
It does, yeah. You can. There's so many different colours in there, and it almost looks tubular. And yes. I suppose that's where the pillars comes from, because pillars are round, aren't they?
Well, it looks 3D. That's incredible. Yeah. Wow. So there we go, and that is just one example of what you could be doing. So as I said, you're getting the exact same permutation as with the white. You're also getting the dyes in the mix as well, and of course the pillars of light. £65.99 your price, £7.50 saving, 344520 item number, and you have got the freedom price there, £59.39. But what happens if you want it all? Because you can see how well the black and white would play together. So you've got that pure black, that wonderful white cardstock in the mix. It is super smooth, true black. Now, I have to admit, I'm trying to think, rack my brains. Personally, as a presenter, I don't think I've ever stood here and offered you the super smooth in black. So for £84.99, you're saving £24. You're getting all the different sizes. And not only that, and something I've got to mention, and it's something we are going to be exploring this hour, you're going to be getting instructions on all the different folds. So the speciality cards. So how to create, say, if you do want to create a frame, we will, and I'm going to show all of these, we will show you how to do that. So then you can start getting imaginative. You can start using your stencils, having some fun, adding, I mean, that is amazing. Do you know, that looks like a metal frame. It's incredible. The vanity I showed you, or just going to show you the different sizes. So 3 different sizes that we can be making of our little box frames. I mean, you can make a lot more, but I'm just showing you 3 different sizes here, all the way from itty bitty. There you go. You can make, what, 250 sizes? Hazel, is that right?
There's not an exact figure. You're just limited by your imagination. If you can imagine the 15 by 42, you cut it off where you want it. So you've got 1 centimetre, half a centimetre. It's just endless.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's fine. You were talking to your ear.
I was just shifting across because I couldn't reach everything. So sorry. Okay. I was telling everyone I need to go across. Going to show you some of the frames. And I know you've been working really hard with this, Hazel, so this is why I wanted to show everyone. So now let's think about this. matting and layering with that beautiful pillar in the background. So think about the dies, think about techniques that you see on Hochanda. Being able to frame is incredible. Or how about something like this? Now, you're not just getting instructions for frames, you're going to be able to make pizza boxes. So when we say pizza, that's incredible. Pizza boxes, being able to give as presentations would be amazing. Bottle bags, memory books, you've also got gift bags in there as well. If you just want to make a plain box frame, you can. There you go. You might not want that in your frame. Or how about this? Be kind. Isn't that lovely? So as crafters, you will absolutely use everything. There's no way we are half the stock of the complete gone. We're only 10 minutes into the second show. Or Hazel, what were you doing at launch? We had a busy launch. So if you do want to go for the complete collection, we are over half the stock. You are getting a lot, and it has to be one of the most popular options. So you are getting the dies, the beautiful chrysanthemum dies. You're getting the pillar cardstock, which you can only get in A4 size as part of the collection. And you're getting your black cardstock super smooth. You're getting your white super smooth. Different sizes, but ultimately it is the possibilities. We talked about the fact that you're going to get instructions for pizza boxes, for gift bags in there, and so much more. And we're actually going to explore that right now with Hazel. Is that right, Hazel?
It is indeed, yes. So I think it's important that you physically see. First of all, I've got the 15x42 cardstock. This is the instruction sheet that you're going to get with it, and there's 6 folds on there. So you can then make 6 folds quite easily. Ooh, I can't open it. So you've got your half fold there. Okay. You've got your pocket fold, which could be into a tent fold as well. You've got your easel card.
Nice.
Then you've got your trifold.
So these all, Hazel, as you're going through these are all cards that you'd want to make but wouldn't necessarily know how. Exactly. And we're getting that information as part of the bundle. You're
never going to get, I say get bored making cards. I never get bored making cards. I'd craft in my sleep if I could.
This is an interesting one.
But it's new ideas, isn't it?
Yeah. Now the one you're holding there, I've seen that. If you can open that up, Hazel. Now I've seen this and you can put dies in the centre and they kind of pop out.
Absolutely, yes.
How do you describe that?
This is the pop-out card, okay. And this is just like the main bit. You can take this to another level and have bits coming out the side, like I bought to you a couple of weeks ago when I did the 20x40s. Yeah. I added bits in and there was boxes popping out and all sorts. But this is just one of the card sizes. So if I pull it out, that's your 15x42.
Yeah.
And just by picking those up, whether you're using 1 or 2, you'd need 2 for the pop out. You've got your gatefold as well, which I missed off there. So that's 6 folds with that one. Moving along, we then bought you the 15x30s. This time, I bought you 10 card blanks, card instructions. So you've got like your double gatefolds.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You've got your Z folds.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that they all look quite boring because they're in black and white, but I think you need to see it like this.
Of course
because
you do,
you can imagine there's your pop out in that one. So you can kind of see a little bit of a theme going on here. It kind of translates throughout depending on what card size that you've got. So this time we've got a side gatefold.
Nice.
These all go into 6x6 envelopes or the, what do you call them? A6.
Yes.
So that's your little easel. Then you've got your trifold, your pocket fold, which would be a tent as well. And then this lovely little inverted stepper. If I turn it to the side, you can see there.
Well, I like
so that's your 15x30. So that's 10 more designs. So that we're up to 16 already, aren't we? Now,
16.
Last week, a week before, I bought you 20x40s.
Yeah.
There's 8 on this one. So in the same way, these are a little bit different. We've got a little handbag fold there, which you can put like a little fastener on there and do as little party invites.
Oh, that's nice.
Maybe if you're doing wedding invitations, this would fit perfectly for that. There's your pocket fold. And again, then your inverted stepper, but look up on the bigger. Now these will fit perfectly in the oversized 8x8 envelopes. I think they're 22 centimetres square and they are available on the brand shop. There's your easel card. But again, lots and lots of choice for you. You'll never get bored. I say bored, I don't mean bored.
Lovely.
But there's your gatefold. And if we're still going, there's just your half fold. This must be the pop out again.
How many are we up to now?
We were, I've
16.
lost count, 10. We were 16 and there's another 8, so that's 24. Okay? And then you've got your Z fold.
Yeah.
You are getting all of the instructions to make them 24, plus we're giving you the instruction sheet to make any size frame that you want, but I'm basing it from this cardstock because I don't like waste. So all the sizes I've given you, so you don't have to cut any off that way. We can, let me bring the board in because that's going to explain it easier. Okay, so what I've done, this board here, this shows that if your card is upside down, if your card is 15 centimetres wide, so that would cover your 15 by 30 and your 15 by 42, these are the different shapes. Can you see there's different score lines there? So it'll give you a different effect on your frames. There's 3 different sizes. If you then cut your 15 by 30 down into 4 panels, there would be 7.5 centimetres in width. That's these 3 here. Now they can be any length because we've got all the way up to 42 centimetres. It's just up to you where you chop it off.
Yeah.
And then these 3 on here, I've got those ones from the 20 by 40 cardstock. So I'd pop that into my trimmer and I'd chop that down at 10 centimetres and then I can make these dimensions. But there's nothing stopping me from doing those shapes on the 15 by 30 card. They're all going to mix in with each other, and that's where we can't put a number on how many frames you can make because there's so many different ways of using them.
When you think, and can I just show, with regard to some of the frames, so let's think about this because you might have some beautiful, I know you've got some beautiful 12 by 12s at home, so pattern papers. What about using your dies on there? And we've got wonderful little couple, so wedding scene, but how beautiful. So that in itself looks great, but when you put it in a frame, you take it to a whole different level. Suddenly we have some beautiful artwork for the home. Framing a project elevates it every time. So think about the techniques that you might do on a card, employ them onto the inside of a frame, and then work on building that frame around. What I'm really getting a sense of with this, either at the complete collection or the one-day special, Hazel, you've then suddenly got all the options at your fingertips. So this will have stocked you up in a major way. So if you need to go for your 15 by 42, it's there. If you need to go for your A3, it's there. Your 12 by 12, all the sizes you need are at your fingertips.
That's what I wanted to do with this kit. I called them ingredients. I wanted to give you all the ingredients that you would need to create, whether you're a card maker and you only want to make cards, you can do it because you've got everything there. If you like making frames, you can do it. If you like making card frames, this one here, this is your that's your 20 by 40 card with the frame on the front. This one's your 15 by 42 card with the frame on the front.
Oh, that's lovely.
And then that one's your 15 by 30 card with the frame on the front.
Having
so they
a card,
all just marry together.
Well, they really do. But I have to say, Hazel, looking at the cards with a frame, you've taken it to a totally different level.
Yeah. They're amazing. I mean, this one here, this is just, I score the card and I crumple it up and then rub an oxide pad over it. Yeah. And it just looks like leather. It's just amazing.
It's
with it having that matte finish,
yeah.
You've got a sample on your side that's got the crumply frame, but it's got gilding wax on it.
Oh.
And I think it's behind you.
Yes. Here, got it.
Yeah, it's got the skyline, which is back in stock on the brand shop.
That is... Hazel, are you kidding? That looks so effective. It looks like metal. Did you wet it when you crumpled it?
No, it's just, it's a solvent-based wax. Yeah.
That is so effective. With, I have to say, the true black, super smooth as well.
Yeah.
It's special stuff, playing with the white. We need to talk about the super smooth because obviously we're showing how you can use it for construction, but if you want to use it for stamping as well, or die cutting, it's just one of those catch-all cardstocks, and whenever we feature super smooth, it's busy. The nature of the fact that we've offered a one-day special with the super smooth really endorses the fact that this is a special cardstock.
It is a really special, with it being acid and lignin free as well. It's just amazing.
That's what we like to hear.
So
Brilliant.
if you're doing frames and you want to put your pictures in there, absolutely fantastic. It's going to
Lovely.
work. In fact, I searched my house because I've got a demo coming up. It'll probably be tomorrow now.
Right.
But yeah, a double picture frame would look stunning with the black and white pictures in.
Wait, are you teasing us for tomorrow?
I know,
We might
it
see
excites me. I can't help it. I want to show you. I want to show you how to make a frame. And I'm going to chop it down a bit and maybe do a rectangular one, for instance.
Okay.
We'll just go as we do it as we go along, should I say. So 15 by 30 I'll start with. And if I bring in my trimmer and just show you, if we was to cut that down to 7.5, and I'm going to go lengthways. It doesn't matter if I go lengthways or that way. If I go that way, I can only be 15 centimetres long. If I go this way, I can go up to 30 on this cardstock. So I'm going to cut it down at 7.5.
Okay.
That gives me...
Hazel, sorry, I just need to interrupt you just to let everyone know. So the black, super smooth black, that was what we're referring to with the acid and ligament free. The white isn't. So I just wanted to make that clear. The super smooth white isn't, but the black is. Sorry, Hazel.
Sorry, I think that was my fault.
No, that's okay.
You're so far up there. Okay, so I'm going to take another 15 by 30 and I'm going to cut it at 7.5 this way.
Nice.
And I'll do 2 of those. So for this frame, I'm only cutting into 2 pieces. So you can imagine how many frames or cards or whatever it is that you're into making, how many you can get from the mega kit. So now I've got to decide which shape I want. Okay, so I've got 3 options there. I'm going to go for this first one.
Okay.
I'm not really very good with making decisions. So if you were at home, you'd get out your sheet and you'd have your full instructions there on both sides, and it's all pictorial, but I'm just going to, I know which one it is, so I'm just going to pick it off there. And it's half, 1.5, 4 and 5. And then I'm going to turn that around and score to the second line.
Right.
Okay, and I'm going to do the same on this one. Now the reason I'm going to do it on this long one, and I've not cut it off at a length yet because I haven't decided how long I'm going to do it.
Right.
And then the bit that I'm not going to use, I can keep and I can use it on another frame.
Perfect.
So again, there's no waste.
You can tell you've made a few of these, Hazel.
I know. So I'll just do one of each to start with. So say I'm going to just choose a number. What's your lucky number between... Oh, I'm going to go 18.
Okay.
Because one of my daughters is 18
Well,
soon.
you've got my lucky number.
So we'll have 18. So I'll cut this one to 18 while I'm here. So these 2 bits here, I'm not going to chuck away. Nice. They can be used on another frame.
Okay.
So you'll end up with a pile of different bits. So we've got those. And I'm going to score the other 2 as well, just quickly, and then you can see it from start to finish, because they don't take long to make at all.
As we are scoring, I would like to say hello to all our viewers, because I know we've got all our viewers in the UK, but we've also got a lot of viewers joining us right now in Europe and America as well, and it's so nice to see you joining us. So Hazel, we've got international viewers from across the world watching you right now, enjoying the show. Do make sure to look out for Freedom membership, by the way, if you are abroad. It's definitely worth checking out. Okay.
Okay. So we've got our 4 bits scored. Now I do try and keep it uniform. Okay, so from here now, I would choose my width of tape. So I need 3mm for this frame. So I pick up my 3mm, and in fact, I'm just doing that back to front. I need to cut first. Okay. See, is that methodical? I've forgotten. So you're going to come down this side to the 3rd line. You're going to cut from that point to the bottom of the score line that you came down at. And then you're going to snip it away. If you're not confident to do that, you could get, I'm going to surprise myself, I've got a pencil and a ruler, and you could draw yourself a little line first, and then you can go in and cut that. Okay. Both ways are going to work fine. Okay. It's just whatever you feel comfortable with. Yeah. So you'd snip all of those 4 pieces away.
Lovely.
Nice and easy.
So what kind of feedback have you got from your friends and family? Because I'm sure you've been showing off the frames.
They all, whenever I finish one, they all want it.
Well, that is the danger.
In fact, you have got a sample up there which my daughter made. She's not a crafter.
Which one?
It's the one. It's on the front, in front of the pillars of light. It's got "Be kind" on it. To your right.
My right.
No, to your left.
This is my right.
Oh, yeah, it's on the front.
But this one here.
No.
Be kind. Oh, it's not that one. I feel like I'm on Challenge
On the
Annika.
counter. That's
Oh, there
it.
we go.
That's it.
This
Yeah,
one?
pull that one up.
That was very stressful.
I'm
It felt
sorry.
like the Crystal Maze and I was
I'm
about to
sorry.
get locked in. Just going to show you here.
Okay, so I craft away in my craft room, and my
your
daughters, they'll pop in and out as I'm going away.
And she made that. Well, we got to give her a name check. What's your daughter's name?
If I'd said Rebecca, she'd hit me, so she's Becky.
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 That is awesome. Now, come on. You
She's
said she's
done a
not a crafter.
wonderful-
Becky's a crafter.
She absolutely to the core. She's just like a mother.
Love it. That is very nice, Becky. We like
She
that.
watched me and she says, "Can I make one, Mum?"
Oh.
So I said, "Of course you can."
There you go.
And away she went. But that just goes to show you. And she actually vetted the instructions.
Well, that's good.
I gave her the instructions. I says, "There you go. That's what you do."
They've passed
she
the
made
Becky
it.
test.
Yeah. So fantastic. So all I'm doing while I'm talking away is just putting my 3mm red liner tape along the little tab. And then I'm going to turn them over so that the tape's facing down, and I'm just going to fold each score line toward me, like so. And you just go on all four. Now you can use your multi-purpose Teflon tools to bone, fold and score.
Yeah.
For speed, I often, because I make so many of these, I just use I'm quite strong on my hands, you see. And I just flip along.
As we're doing this, Hazel, just tell us a little bit about the quality of the cardstock, like working with it. As a crafter, what do you look for? What denotes good quality cardstock to you?
The best way to explain it is jack of all trades, I think, because I can ink on it, I can stamp on it, I can colour on it, I can blend on it,
Yes.
I can flick water at it. It does everything that I want it to do. Obviously, if I'm going to do a watercolour painting, I'd get the watercolour card because that's amazing too.
Yeah.
But from here, I could just get some ink. I feel like I need to show you.
And it blends beautifully. Do you know what I wonder if, because we had some boards that showed all the different
Yes.
effects you can do on it. Have we got those here at
We
Hochanda?
have got them here, yes. Yeah.
What, we're going to over to Ben, challenge. Can
We've
we
got-
find those boards, Ben?
They are probably out the back.
Okay. Well, if anyone can find it, it's our Ben.
Find the boards. But, you know, like your brushos, your paints,
Yeah.
these, in fact, I'll pull these in because this is going to show you more. This is rice papers onto the super smooth. And I've had paints and I've had heat and I've sanded it and it's still that lovely, it's quite a nice, sturdy. This one has got book print on it and so quite a lot of glue, but I've got some that have been painted and I have to confess, on the first show I did this demo and I did it with my brayer and I was like, it begins with A, it's abstract. That was the word. I went out to the car and my husband said, that was the first word he said to me was abstract. So that's black card with the paint on it.
That looks incredible.
I love that one. And then this one, you'd think that was the black card, but it isn't. It's
What?
super smooth.
No.
That's got black gesso on it and then oxide inks and some gilding waxes. It takes anything that you want to throw at it.
Yeah.
It is an amazing cardstock. And it's sturdy enough to be your bases of your card. Oh, avalanche.
I tell you what impressed me, Hazel. So, have you worked with Catherine yet?
No,
Catherine?
no, I
Oh,
haven't.
it's something to look forward to. I mean, Catherine is lovely, and we all know what a talented crafter Catherine is, so I'll present to Catherine. So I was doing a show where Catherine was guesting and I was presenting, and we needed some cardstock just to stamp on. It wasn't a Pink Frog show, but Pink Frog happened to be in, and Andrew gave Catherine just a few sheets that we could use on the show. Catherine fell in love with it, and afterwards she went and ordered some.
Yeah.
Now look, someone like, and we hear this story time and time again, a lot of viewers, a lot of the staff and the team just rave about the Super Smooth. And I'm not just saying this I understand it's Shopping TV, I'm absolutely not just saying that. It genuinely is an exceptional cardstock. We're focusing on the construction side, but equally stamping, die cutting, blending. You can do so many techniques with it.
Alcohol pens.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. Now, I was trying to get a selection of colours and every one that I grabbed wasn't what I wanted. So I'm just going to quickly just show you a nice blend onto here. Now, this would work really well with the ice white as well. You can get some really nice effects. I'll just do the one colour up here just so that you can see it doesn't have to be, unless I can grab anything.
And we do have some of the ice white on the show. The ice white, am I right in saying, Hazel? So the ice gold, ice white, they make the most beautiful flowers.
They do. Yes, they do indeed, because you've got that beautiful pearlescent finish, which if you're inking onto, you don't lose it.
Yeah.
It's lovely to use. Oh, I've just scrumpled that.
It's okay.
It'll be fine.
Well, you can show us the crumple technique.
Yeah, I could have done the crumple effect, couldn't I? I might do a different effect on each one just for you to see.
Nice.
Right, so there we go. We've got it inked.
Right.
Then you grab some water. Oops. You wouldn't have seen that, too honest. So I'm just going to dribble some water over there.
Yeah.
And then take off that moisture.
Mm-hmm. And you got that
Can you
wonderful
see that?
faux
Yeah,
bleaching.
it's given that really nice speckledy faux bleachy effect. From there also, maybe I might want to, you see, I'm just digressing now. I'm into play mode. I'm just going to stamp down a little bit of script in the background.
Yeah.
This is how much you can change the frames. They haven't got to be white, but by having the super smooth, you can change them. If I wrap that round, look, that's what I'm going to get.
That looks really good, Hazel.
Yeah. So, shall I? Do you know what? I'm going to, because I think it's really good that you see different techniques.
Yeah, we love techniques.
So I'm just going to scrumple that up, look.
Oh, great, Hazel.
I know.
But the thing is,
Savage.
it can take it.
It'll take it.
It'll take it.
Of course. I'm just putting some crinkles in because I want that texture to show when I ink.
You're being mean to be kind.
Exactly. So I'm just going back over. Now I've got that texture there. So when I come in with this ink this time, that's going to pick up.
Oh, yeah. And you think with your metallics, this is when it really comes into its own.
So that's another way. Let's put a little bit of this one in as well.
Do you know what's nice? Watching you, Hazel, you can see that you're in your happy place right now.
I know, because I just zone out. I can't help it. So I'll have to show you a bit of stamping on there because it would be rude not to, wouldn't it? Now let me just think about it. That's a short one and I've done it that way, so that's going to be that way. I'm going to point this out before I go ahead because you're going to think, what's she doing? Right. Okay, so when you're making a frame, you've got to run them all round the same way, okay?
So the straight edge goes onto the
onto the mitered corner.
Yeah.
So that's the way it's going to be. So if I want to stamp print script on there, obviously make sure it's up the right way, I need to make sure, did I ink it?
Well, that's a good way to lay it out so you don't get confused.
Yeah.
Good tip.
So I just want a little bit showing. There we go.
Hazel, this is going to be a great frame. A frame with 4 techniques.
It's going to be a mixed media.
Craft it mixed media at its best. Crafting on the fly. I love it.
So this one, right, okay. This is a challenge now. I need to show you a different thing. Edge of your pad, drag down. That gives you the kind of woody effect.
Yeah, well, it looks like beechwood, sort of like if you imagine holiday home. Yeah, we like that.
Like lime washed kind of. I'm going to add a couple of colours in there just because then it'll match.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, so we've got a bit of those two. Well, we better have a bit of script or it'll feel left out.
Yeah.
So that one will go on there and on there. And the last one, what am I going to do on this one? I think I'm going to have to do another crumple. Yes, we'll do another crumple. Okay, and this time we'll go down off the pad. This is going to be a little bit more, whoopsie, and then we'll use this to scuff down, and then maybe a little bit of the blue. Just fairy fingers. Julie will be laughing. That's Julie saying fairy fingers. Just got to be fairy. Right. Okay, so there's my 4 different ways.
Uh-huh.
We'll just put a little print. There we go.
Yeah,
and
nice.
then we'll build it up. So we just pull off the tape, fold the second line down and bring the bottom up. Push it back on there and it naturally finds where it needs to be. So that's one piece.
That's so easy.
It is very easy. Once you've got that routine in your head and you do it that way, I could probably do it without looking now, but I don't want to sound...
That's a challenge.
Well, I can.
Well, you didn't see. Hazel was actually looking at me while she was doing that.
So
You can do it in your sleep.
once I've got the backing off the tape, it's easy, honestly.
Okay.
What did you say, Yanis? I'm just looking at you.
This should be your
Right.
party piece.
Yeah, could be. Right, there we go. So we've got our 4 pieces and then we need to stick them together.
Okay.
So I can't remember, that was that one. There we go.
Right. Yes.
Some tacky glue for this.
Yeah.
We're going to glue into this corner. We're going to pop a little bit of glue on there.
Nice. Could you use Kalal?
It doesn't, it's not a quick grab. You need a quick grabbing
You need a
glue.
quick grab for this one.
Although it's a fantastic glue,
It is.
it's not the right one for this job.
Oh, I see. So it slots in.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Well, that's very clever, Hazel.
So as you get bigger and bigger on these frames, like when you get up to like this size,
Ooh.
this is A3 in size. So you know I said there's lots and lots of sizes. That's 2 15x42s and 2 15x30s.
Hazel, there's no way that's paper. It's wood, surely.
Honest.
That's incredible.
Look how beautiful them chrysanthemums look.
The flowers are stunning.
Yeah.
But on that frame as well, everything you're seeing in Hazel's hand right now has been made using either the One Day Special or the Complete Collection.
Yeah.
Hazel, that is ridiculous.
I know, I love it.
I'm sorry, and that is just one technique we can do with it. Wow. So
I've just realised what I was doing. I'm being an airhead again. I know why I said as you get bigger, you might want to. Let me explain. You see how you get like a little meat here?
Yeah. Right.
This is quite a big frame, so you can put a little tab inside.
Yes.
And it's not until you make a big one that you realise that you need.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit extra. And if you're going to do like texture paste on them, that frame that you held up with the welcome on, that is super smooth cardstock.
Yeah.
It's got texture paste on it. So it's had it's been quite wet.
So I found it.
It hasn't lost its body.
What? So wait, tell me again how you did this?
So that is texture paste
Yeah.
layered on with a trowel, you know, like one of them little thingy-me-jiggles. And then I let that dry and then I added gesso on the top and then I added gilding wax. So that's got a lot of product. Is that still crisp and square?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So look, you can... That is, that's incredible. Everything about this One Day Special, and I keep saying also adding the Complete Collection only because majority of you are going for the Complete Collection. I do not blame you. You've got a fantastic staving and the black cardstock, and it is a true black coupled with the super smooth, the original. They really do play so nicely together. And then when you throw in the pillars of light as well, just got to tell you, the Complete Collection, that is ridiculous. All right, I'll tell you why I'm so shocked is because I always know Pink Frog as a brand, they can bring a lot of product. So we had a huge amount as a starting stock, and to say that 60% now of the stock has gone for the Complete Collection and we're only into the second hour, it's going some. Sorry, Hazel, I interrupted you. Just going to show the complete frame.
It's fine, you give me a chance to clean me mat up.
Okay.
I've completed me, if I call it a mismatch, because it's all got different size, but I've completed it and that's a different size.
I like that.
But it slots together so easy.
How do we do that? So at the bottom, it looks marbled. How did we do that again?
That's how we scrumpled the paper up and then...
That's very effective.
Yeah.
And then seeing all the different techniques, the faux bleaching in there as well. So I love that. We've got to keep that and show everyone.
Exactly, and we've given you the A3 and the 12x12 because they're the perfect sizes for backing your bigger frames as well.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, because I remember we were showing you, don't forget you're going to get your bag instructions and your bottle bag instructions and your pizza boxes and also the memory book. So 7 lots of instructions and all that card and the dies and the pillars of light. Amazing.
And that is why we're so busy. Let's just pause for a moment and think about that. You're going to be able to make, with the complete collection or the one-day special, memory books. You will have the instructions how to make your own memory books, scoring those. You're going to be able to make your own pizza boxes, your own gift bags, purses, and multiple cards as well, different card styles. So gatefold, easel, trifold, it just goes on and on and on. It's all of that education coupled with the cardstock to bring it to life. You are getting, now the Pillars of Light can only be found within the bundles. You cannot, as an A4, you cannot buy it on A4 in any other way. But when you see how beautiful that Pillars of Light is, all those wonderful sort of shafts of light coming through. As I just tilt that around, you can see that. But you know what was interesting? Let me just drop that down for a second, because the Pillars of Light, depending on what you put around it, so having the dark cardstock, I think it picks up different colors. Because now showing that, it kind of like takes on the, you've got more clearer defined shards of light sort of framed by the dark cardstock. Can you see that? Gives it a bit more depth. So just showing you. Okay. We've got to remind you there is a happy hour this hour and time is running out. So if you want to get hold of, you're going to get 3, so they come individually packaged, there we go, of your 9mm red liner tape. But that is the equivalent of 6 rolls if you were to buy just one of these. If you were to go to the shop and buy normally you'd buy red liner tape with 5 meters. So in effect, you are getting 16 rolls of your red liner tape, and you're also getting the Quickie glue pens. Emily, you're going to have to help. 18 rolls, not 16. Sorry, Emily, you're going to have to help me out. Okay, so Quickie glue pens, which we're seeing here now. Traditionally, Quickie glue pens, we say they could be up to £4, £3.50. So let's lowball it and say £3 a pen. Fair? So if you were to go and buy Quickie glue pens, you'll see them being sold for anywhere from £3 to £4. I know Hayley in her shop used to sell them £4. So that's £9 off the price. Well, actually, I don't need help at all. And then for £10, you're effectively getting 18 rolls. So it's ish. £10-ish. So it just goes to show value for money with this happy hour. You're saving £5, but it really is a very good deal, and it's a popular happy hour. And I think size-wise as well, the 9mm, it's a good size to have in your stash. So that is your happy hour. There is about 7 minutes left if you still want to be eligible to win our family favourites prize draw. So we're just going to show you what you could be winning. All of these fantastic dies brought to you by Pink Frog. So you've got these wonderful edge dies and that little dog flourish. Okay, so Hazel, we're going to head back to you. What would you like to show us next?
Okay, I'm going to show you a little bit of a technique with the Chrysanthemum dies and the 20x40 card. So I'm just going to use, I'm going to score this. This is 20x40, so I'm going to score it in half at 20 centimetres. That gives me my card blank. And then I've just cut some mats and layers for it. So we've got a black mat there. Then I've used some of the ice white because I really do like inking with that. I'm going to do an inky background on there. And on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my cutting plate, which is there. And I'm just going to arrange some of the chrysanthemum dies. So I say randomly, but randomly in a way that I can maybe get. Let's put that one there. I think that's probably enough. So take those ones off. And I'm not going to stick them. I'm just going to pray that they don't move. And I'm going to run that through to cut. And while that's cutting, we'll grab this piece. And I'm just going to, so this is the ice white. It's got that beautiful pearlescent shine. I'm just going to add some of the oxides on. that out.
Now we have
Okay.
got details for the ice white on your screen. 50 sheets, 300 GSM, unscored. It is a beautiful, beautiful cardstock, and I'm so glad you're doing this, Hazel, because there's been a few occasions where I've been doing happy hour deals or hours with Pink Frog just by myself.
Yeah.
And I've said to viewers at home, when you lay inks on, it comes to life. So I'm so glad you are showing that.
It really does. If you're new to card making and inking, this is the best cardstock to start with because it's so much more forgiving. One thing you do need is a little bit of card just to hold, because of the greases in your fingers. It will leave fingerprints. So just go over and add. I'm just trying to be a bit random. She says, thinking about it too much. We'll put a bit of blue in the middle of there. It doesn't matter if you get spongy marks in there because they just blend out on this cardstock. Let's just add some more yellow there. Get a bit more of the vibrant pink in. There we go. You're not going to see too much of this, but if I just... Can you see the shine still on there? How beautiful does that look?
Yeah, I can see it.
Really beautiful. So what's going to happen is we're going to get our die cut piece. I'm just going to take those out because I'm actually going to use the waste, and I'm going to layer that on the top of there. So that piece then is showing beautifully. I'm going to need some diamonds and I'm going to need some collal. So I'm just going to attach that on. There we go. That gives me a little bit of time to wiggle there.
That's nice.
And then we need some tweezers.
Okay.
Now I'm one of these that I never I always do put a dab of glue on as well.
Okay.
So I just put little diamonds in the middle of those. I'm surprised that didn't ping off, you know, when you're at home. They normally do, but it's behaving. So a little diamond in the middle of there. Now what I should have done before I stuck that on there is use the reverse, but luckily I've got one here. Okay, so that's on there. Let's stick this one to the black.
Right. This is looking beautiful, Hazel.
This is a really quick, simple card. Just using those dies in their simplicity, that you really haven't got to do a lot to it at all.
It's just one of the jewels has shifted. That middle jewel.
Right, so then that's going to go on there, but it looks a bit boring, it looks too plain, so
Yeah.
I'm going to put it to one side.
Hazel, one of the jewels has shifted on there, just in one of the flowers.
Oh!
There you go.
I didn't know you were talking to me.
Okay.
I thought,
Who's he talking to? Who's he talking to? He's so rude. He's just having a conversation as I'm here working away.
I was just ignoring you, basically.
I get
no,
that a
I
lot,
wasn't.
Hazel. I find standard
I don't
hero
listen.
agenda.
I can zone out, I tell you. You ask my husband, he'll tell you. Right, so I'm going to use what would be the waste, and you can go through and ink. Now this is super smooth. If I'd have done it, if it was the ice white, it would have glided over a little bit easier, or
Yeah.
even mirrorboard. But we're
You're
just
using
going
it
through.
as a stencil. Hazel,
Yeah.
this is ridiculous.
I know, because it just takes the ink over the top, and it's just brilliant. It's amazing how much use you can get out of the dies just by using the waste. And
Yeah.
when you emboss this into cardstock, it looks amazing.
Oh, nice.
But that's my next little. How are we off for time? We okay?
We got about 5 minutes.
Okay, I think I've got enough time to do that and show you the emboss as well. So I'm just going through. This is just to give it a nice little background.
So we talk about the super smooth. We can obviously blend it. We can die cut it. We can spritz it. We can emboss it. I mean, literally, is there anything we can't do with a super smooth?
The only thing realistically is if you're doing your watercolour and you're going over, you don't want to agitate it too much.
Oh, I
You
have
can
seen-
watercolour on it,
Yeah.
but too much, then you
can't
really do
flood
need.
it. But
Yeah.
it's not, look, it's not a watercolour cardstock. But I have to say, in the Super Smooth's defence, I have seen it being used with a little bit of watercolour and it's worked beautifully.
Yeah.
You just don't flood it, as I know sometimes
That's
we work
the
with
word.
watercolour.
That's the word, flood. Don't flood it. There we go. So now all of a sudden, that has transformed that with having those little flowers, the chrysanthemums in the background. And you could always do it with the leaf as well. This was what I used on the previous show. I could pop some leaves in there. But what I do want to do is take out this. So these pop out nice and easy.
I mean, the dyes are great. The whole bundle, look, we've had a really busy hour, Hazel, and I can see why. We had a busy
I'm not
launch.
surprised.
This hour's been busy. When you consider that you're getting the chrysanthemum dyes, you are getting the cardstock, you're getting the specialty pillars of light in there as well, and you can only get the A4 pillars of light as part of either the one-day special or the complete. Nearly everyone, or the black I should say, but nearly everyone is going for the complete collection this hour. It has been the most popular by far option that we've had. Not to say that you can't go for the one-day special, but that is back on extended delivery. It's sold out, and 70% of the one-day special, is it saying, oh, the one-day special or the complete? Sorry, I apologise. 70% of the complete has gone. We're busy, and we should be, because you are getting so much for your money. Just a quick reminder that you're also getting all the instructions to do the frames, to do the specialty cards, the pizza boxes, the little mini purse in there as well, and so much more. So you're getting an awful lot.
Okay, so all I've got, our easy emboss mat, which is indestructible. I'm just going to put it'll go through all the different machines out there.
Lovely.
I've got some super smooth. I've got my ice white flowers that I've just popped on there. Then I'm going to put my other mat on and just pop that through. And while that's doing that, I'll stick this one on here. Who said I couldn't multitask, eh? That's it. And then we'll pop, I think, that one to the bottom.
Lovely.
Okay, so that gives us our complete card.
We will be announcing the winner of our Family Favourites prize draw in just a moment.
And then
Oh, that embossed so well.
Can you see that? So that's the emboss side.
So we're just going to, if you hold it there, Hazel, we're going to see, yeah, there we go.
Can you see it, yeah?
Yeah, we can see that.
And then if I turn it over, you've got the deboss side there.
Beautiful.
But it's a nice deep emboss.
Yeah.
You could keep that subtle by leaving it white, or you can ink that up. That would look amazing.
Yeah, we like that.
But just another way to use them.
Brilliant. You've got 2 minutes, Hazel, if you do want to
2
finish
minutes?
it. 2 minutes.
Right, okay then.
As you are doing that, can I just announce the winner? Is that okay for our Family Favourites event?
Yeah.
I can say congratulations to Dominique. Well done to you, Dominique. You are our winner for this hour. So you are going to be winning the set of dies. Congratulations. Enjoy them. Are you all done, Hazel? You finished?
I'm all done.
Hazel, it has been an absolute pleasure. I've been wanting to work with you for a while.
Same here.
Have you enjoyed it?
I've loved it. I love frames and constructing, and I'm crafting, so who wouldn't love it?
Well, you can see that. Now, I know that you're on tomorrow, it's 8, 12 and 4.
Yes.
What can we look forward to?
So we're going to be doing more frames, different techniques, showing how to stamp on the frames, which is quite interesting.
Good.
So yeah, lots of fun.
Just remind me, so I talked about the fact that we're getting the instructions on how to make the sort of different style cards and boxes. How many instructions are we getting there roughly?
You're going to get 7 different sheets.
Yeah.
So you'll get, there's 10 folds on the 15x30, there's 6 folds on the 15x42, there's 8 folds on the 20x40. You're getting a pizza box, a memory book. Oh, we're out of cuddly toys. Gift bag, another bag, a bottle bag.
Yeah.
Have I forgotten any?
Well, you can make your bottle bag. I think you've got them all.
Absolutely.
So, bottle bag, memory books, countless different card blanks as well that you're going to be creating. So your gatefolds, your trifolds, all of that, you're going to be getting your information, how to get the most from the one-day special. Don't forget your happy hour, because time's running out there. Going to be getting the dies as well, whether it is for the white, the black or the complete as well. Hazel, can I just say thank you so much. You're an absolute star.
I've loved it.
Good.
It's been brilliant.
We loved it as well, and I hope you enjoyed it. So Hazel will be back tomorrow at 8 in the morning. I really hope you can keep her company. But thank you so much. Don't go anywhere. We've got a very special show coming up. I am going to be taking you to the weekend. We get a sneak peek at everything that's coming up at Hochanda at the weekend.